Welcome to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. In each episode, we take a deeper look at transformative shifts shaping global ecosystems, from industry megatrends and technology innovation to evolving customer expectations. Today, we're exploring software-defined wide area networks, SD-WAN, and Secure Access Service Edge, SASE, unpacking where the next wave of opportunity is unfolding and what it means for future-ready businesses.
This is a podcast about change, a story about businesses rethinking how they connect people, processes, and data in a world where the office is everywhere and nowhere all at once. Let's start with a simple truth. Legacy networking can't keep up anymore. Not with the rise of cloud apps, not with remote and hybrid work becoming the norm, not with customers expecting speed, agility, and airtight security. That gap between yesterday's networks and today's demands is driving the explosive interest in SD-WAN and SASE. Think of this transition like upgrading from a paper roadmap to a GPS-powered navigation system. One is static and rigid. The other adapts in real time, optimizes your route, avoids congestion, and gets you where you need to go faster and safer. SD-WAN provides the intelligence. SASE adds the security. Together, they redefine what the modern enterprise network can be. Is your network strategy equipped to scale with remote work and multi-cloud environments?
Let's talk about what makes SD-WAN and SASE so powerful. SD-WAN dynamically routes your traffic, choosing between broadband, multi-protocol label switching, or even 5G, based on what your applications need at any given moment. It's like having a personal traffic controller ensuring your most important workflows always get the fastest lane. SASE builds on that by adding a layer of cloud-native security, zero trust, firewalls, data protection, secure web gateways, and a unified way to manage it all. Together, they bring an entirely new level of simplified network operations, enhanced customer experience, stronger cloud-based security, better support for remote and hybrid work, greater cost efficiency, lightning-fast service delivery. But behind all this technology is something more important: business outcomes. Not just keeping the lights on, not just maintaining connectivity, but enabling growth, innovation, and competitive advantage.
Here's where the story gets interesting. Even though SD-WAN isn't new, it's been around since 2014, many organizations are still struggling to unlock its full potential. Why? Because implementation can be harder than expected. This is because of unexpected costs, integration complexity, longer rollout cycles, and vendor ecosystems that aren't always as seamless as they promise. That's why Frost & Sullivan's analysis is so telling. 42% of businesses have deployed SD-WAN, 26% are deploying or rolling out SASE. Most SASE buyers rely on managed security service providers, MSSPs, or managed service providers, not traditional network service providers. This signals a major shift. Customers are no longer buying connectivity, they're buying outcomes: security, visibility, efficiency, and simplicity. Providers with strong automation, analytics, global reliability, and integrated security, they're winning. The question is, are you prioritizing technology features or are you prioritizing customer outcomes?
Now let's talk about why enterprises are modernizing their networks. A decade ago, cost reduction dominated every networking conversation, but not anymore. Today's top priorities, according to Frost & Sullivan's customer analysis, look very different. Streamlining processes, improving customer experience, accelerating innovation, boosting employee productivity, enhancing product delivery. Cost savings still important, but no longer the star of the show. Enterprises now see networks as growth engines, not just operational necessities. A modern network can cut delays, support flexible workforces, enable automation, and streamline digital services, thereby making the organization more resilient. Which brings us to the question businesses must wrestle with. Are your network investments designed to support the growth you want to achieve by 2030?
If you really want to see how the network is evolving, look at what's running on it. Today's IT leaders consistently point to applications like security, data transfer, endpoint monitoring, loss prevention, and IoT and analytics. The story this tells is powerful. Networks are becoming active platforms that safeguard operations, deliver insights, power automation, and support real-time decision-making. This is especially true in industries like retail, logistics, warehousing, and manufacturing, where visibility and uptime are mission critical. Providers who understand these applications are better positioned to design networks that support real business outcomes.
Let's zoom out and talk about the growth potential. First, SD-WAN. This isn't small scale anymore, it's mainstream. 42% of companies have already deployed it, 46% are planning or testing, only 10% aren't considering it at all. Why the massive shift? Because businesses are done with rigid, expensive networks that fail under the pressure of cloud and remote work. They want agility, flexibility, and visibility. But deploying SD-WAN can be more complex than many teams expect. That's why the right partners and the right expectations are essential. Next, looking at SASE. SASE adoption is accelerating, but still early. Only 26% have deployed or are rolling out SASE. Most are still learning, planning, evaluating. But with hybrid work and multi-cloud becoming the norm, SASE's appeal is undeniable. Consolidated security, simplified management, stronger alignment between IT and security. Basically, unified fabric for connectivity and protection. And because of the complexity involved, companies are increasingly turning to MSSPs and MSPs as trusted guides. So the question is, what partnerships and strategies will help you turn SD-WAN and SASE from promising ideas into powerful results?
We're standing at a turning point in enterprise networking. What used to be static, hardware-heavy, location-bound infrastructure is becoming cloud-first, software-driven, intelligent, and secure. This means that SD-WAN and SASE are becoming growth catalysts. But transformation doesn't happen by accident. It starts with clarity, followed by strategy, followed by action. So here's the final question for today, the one that shapes everything you do next. How and where will you start your organization's journey toward intelligent, adaptive, software-driven networking?
Thanks for joining us on Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.